I have phases where I'm not motivated at all. I wake up in the morning, I'm super tired, and the last thing I want to do is go to the gym. Hey guys, so as you could see, I showed you a little bit of my leg workout. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about how I stay motivated to work out, what helps me to get a new boost of motivation. What I like to do is do something new. I like to switch up my exercises, for example, like if I've been doing the same exercises for a while, I like to switch them up a little bit. And I also like to switch up minimal things, like, you know, sometimes I'm doing dumbbell reverse lunges and then I switch them up for barbell reverse lunges, or I do them what is it called? Like elevated or non-elevated, like just tiny things sometimes switching the entire exercise. What I also like to do, what always helps me, is to buy a new gym outfit. I know not everyone has the luxury to buy outfits. I'm an activewear addict. I have way too many gym clothes, but sometimes, you know, buying a new outfit really helps. Or if I haven't been wearing an outfit in a while, because let's be real, I wear the same things all the time for a few weeks, then I get sick of them and then I change them. This helps a little bit. What I also like to do is maybe do a little challenge. Like now I'm doing like an 8-week challenge. It's not going great, to be honest, but I wanted to lose a little bit of weight, implement cardio into my routine, and this helps because you have like this 8-week time frame and you really need to push yourself. What also helps with motivation is taking a week off from the gym. Like sometimes when you have been going to the gym for weeks and weeks, you get tired, your body's tired, you're tired. Maybe take a week off or 2 weeks if you really need it. I like to take a week off from the gym every few weeks, months. I don't know, I don't set myself a time where I want to take a week off. I just usually see in my private life, when I know I have a busy week coming up, I just take the whole week off from the gym. But it really helps if you are a little bit away from the gym and then you're more excited to get back. But I think the biggest thing when it comes to motivation for me is to set goals in the gym. I like to not only set physical goals, but what I also like to think about is, oh, well, it's not a goal. What I also like to think about is that going to the gym really improves my mental health. It gives me a lot of energy. And when I go to the gym and I really don't want, like the last thing I want to do that day, I think it's a feeling that I have after a workout. And I always feel good after a workout. I never regretted a workout, okay? You will never regret going to the gym. And when it comes to physical goals, I don't like to set weight goals, like how much weight I want to lose or something like that, because I feel like for me it gets really toxic, so I don't do that. But what I like to do is set myself goals for the weights I can lift. For example, increasing my squat weight, increasing my leg press weight, or my bench press weight, or increasing the reps, things like that. I feel like they really help me because then I push myself a little bit more. Of course, you cannot increase weight all the time, but I like to work towards these goals. For now, for example, I can only squat 60 kg and it really upsets me and I really want to squat more. And even though I hate squats so much, like it's one of my most hated exercises, I always think about, I want to get stronger with my squats. I really want to get stronger, so I really have to do them. And I like to look back on where I started. Like if I think about it, last year I had my injury, my back injury, and I could only squat 30 kg, which is half of what I can do now. So I like to look back on how far I've come in the gym. I also like to follow people that are motivating to me. Be careful who you follow. There's a lot of negative, toxic out there. I'm very selective with the people I follow, especially when it comes to fitness. I don't follow anyone who looks like they might have something done to their body, you know, like I don't follow people where they have like a butt where it's like, I think there was some work done, because it's just not realistic. I don't want to look at that because I'm not gonna get mine done. I want to have it naturally, so I don't look at people like that. I don't follow anyone who promotes unhealthy eating habits or unhealthy workout habits. I just don't follow it. I follow my main people that I really like, that work out in a normal way like me, that have struggles, that eat normal, and yeah, I love to follow these people, and they are also very motivating for me, because when I see them doing their daily life and still going to the gym, this always keeps me going. Also, maybe you have some friends that keep you up with going to the gym. For me personally, it doesn't work. I have a gym buddy, but we have like now our phases with going together to the gym and not going together, because sometimes we're very motivated together and sometimes we just talk too much. Most of the times we talk too much. I don't know how much of a good idea it is to go together. For now, I do prefer listening to music again, but it can be very motivating to have a second person sometimes. I don't know if that's another tip, but obviously motivating music in the gym, but I also have to say, for the most part, that I'm going to the gym, I'm not motivated. Don't rely on motivation. These few things, they help sometimes, they don't help all the time. If you want to go to the gym regularly and you want to make a progress in the gym, you have to choose discipline over motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what will make you keep going to work out, to keep showing up at the gym. I have phases where I'm not motivated at all. I wake up in the morning, I'm super tired, and the last thing I want to do is go to the gym. Really, I need to put everything in it to just get up out of bed and go to the gym. I never ask myself if I want to go to the gym. I just go. I have a 4-day schedule and I just go. Of course, sometimes life gets in the way, sometimes I can't make it 4 days a week, but for me, like the reason that I cannot make it 4 times to the gym in a week has to be something significant. It's not like that I'm like, oh, I have something on Friday, Friday's my push day. No. Then I either going to do a different day, I'm gonna find a different day to make it 4 days to the gym, or I'm gonna find a different time or whatever it is, but usually it has to be something significant that I won't go to the gym 4 times a week. It has to be something that's like second nature, like brushing your teeth or whatever you do every day where you never think about it. That has to be the gym. I think this is the most important thing to going to the gym, because there will be long phases where you won't be motivated, and the only thing you can rely on is discipline, and because you made it a habit. I personally don't want to miss out on any of my 4 days, so I think if you have a workout schedule, this really helps, because if you just randomly go to the gym, randomly do workouts, and you have no plan whatsoever. I have my fixed workouts, I have 2 leg days, 2 upper body days, I know exactly what I'm doing on these days, I have my exercises for these days, I'm following a program, there's no excuse, nothing, it's all written out, you just go there and do it. I feel like you have to make the gym really a priority. If you always find excuses, I'm tired, I'm in a bad mood, I have all sorts of things why I don't want to go to the gym, I still go. Of course, there are days where I'm like, listen to your body. If you really feel weak or you have the worst mental health or whatever it is, like, you don't have to, you know, like, you know when these days come where you just really don't want to go. I had like a day where I was like so emotional because I was getting my period, and I really didn't want to go to the gym that day because I was like, if I just go, I'm gonna cry the entire time, and I didn't want to cry at the gym. So I was like, okay, today I'm just not going. I just can't. I was super tired, super emotional, and it just wasn't a good vibe. I feel like saying that you don't have time for the gym is usually an excuse, because I used to say it when I started law school and I was working next to law school. I was like, I'm so busy, I don't have time to go to the gym. I have to study, I have to be in law school, and when I started working out, still in law school, still working, I realized I do have enough time. I just need to make time, because usually we waste a lot of time. I still do waste a lot of time, okay? I do procrastinate a lot, but we do actually have more time in the day than we think. Most parts, I don't know, if you're working 60, 70 hours a week, I'm gonna stay silent. Okay, there are people that work a lot, that have maybe children, I don't know. There can be things why you don't have time, but I would say for most people, for a lot of people, it's just a very, very, very weak excuse. You do have time, you just have to make it. Sometimes I just have to prioritize law school. Like when there are exams coming up, I do prioritize law school because then it's more important to me. When it comes to the time thing, a lot of times I wasn't even really studying, I was procrastinating, and in that time I could have gone to the gym. And there are only so many hours in a day where it can be productive, so I feel like when I go to the gym, even though it takes up a lot of time, I do have more energy from it, and I feel like I can be more productive from it, and I feel like I can do more when I go to the gym. When it comes to eating healthy, because I feel like this is a thing that most people struggle with, my biggest tip to keep eating healthy is to meal prep. It is the thing that helped me the most because I know I'm tired and I don't cook every day. If you don't like to eat the same things over and over again, there is like this flexible meal prepping. Maybe look into it where you just prep the main ingredients and then you just switch up your meals throughout the week. Like you prep your rice, your veggies, whatever, and then you just mix and match it together in different ways. I personally like to cook larger portions and then I like to eat them for, I don't know, 3 to 4 days. You can also maybe do just 2 days. I have food already prepped, so there is no way I wouldn't eat it. I think that's the most important thing for me. And it's also to plan out your meals. If I would ask myself, hungry in the evening, what I want to eat, it's probably not, I don't know, chicken with rice. I barely ever eat that, but you know what I mean. It's probably not something healthy. When you're starving, you probably crave like a pizza or something, you know, unhealthy. Also important, eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. Just find what you like. Going back to the example, I'm not the person who really eats chicken with plain rice and plain veggies. I will never eat that, okay? I like to eat bolognese. I like to make like an Asian style noodles for dinner. I like to make tuna pasta. I like to make big bowls with rice and salmon and mayo and sauces, and you know, I like to keep it exciting. I always try to make my plates look very colorful, exciting, have my variety of carbs, protein, veggies, all of that good stuff, and I always need a sauce or a dressing or something on top, so that's just what I need. If I make rice with chicken, like I sometimes eat that, but I make like an exciting veggie on the side, or I make like a tzatziki with it, or I make like a teriyaki chicken to make it a little bit more saucy, a little bit more exciting, you know what I mean? But plain? No. Also, do not cut anything out. I do not cut out any food because then I crave it all the time. If I crave something, I'm gonna eat it. And also try to make your meals as regular as possible, because if you're always going for these big breaks between your meals, you're gonna be starving until your next meal. I eat like 4 to 5 times a day, 3 big meals and 2 snacks. Then I never get really like crazy hungry, and then I also don't overeat when I'm eating. I eat what I want pretty much, and then I also have treats. I don't make a fixed cheat day because then I get stressed. If a friend asks me out on a Wednesday for lunch and I have a cheat meal planned for Saturday, I'm not gonna choose between the two because this stresses me out. I just gotta have both. I don't care. I don't count it as cheat meal. I try to eat healthy for most of the days, and then I sometimes maybe have like, I don't know, a cinnamon roll in between, or I have like a McFlurry, or sometimes I have a whole pizza, and sometimes I don't, you know what I mean? I don't make rules of how many times I can cheat. I also don't like to call it cheat, I just eat what I want. I feel like the more structure I have, the more rules I have, the less I can follow it. Because then it's so in my head, and then it's like, it doesn't work, it gets very toxic. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. If you want to check out how I work out, I filmed a week of workouts last week, and I also have a few what I eat in the days, what I eat in a week. If you want to know what I eat, I can also do more of them. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos, and give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!